Good Wednesday evening. I hope you guys have had a great day so far. It has been kind of a crazy day here. My son had his eyelid surgery earlier today, which went really well. And I'm so impressed with how the way they do everything at Texas Children's Hospital is just amazing. Everything is so organized, they keep you informed, and then everyone's personality there. I mean, they were cracking jokes and just trying to make him feel more comfortable. So that was good, and he is resting now, although his eye is itchy, which I feel bad because I know that's probably annoying, but hopefully it will heal up soon and he will be back to school hopefully on Friday. And then his class is so sweet. They brought him over a card that they wrote for him, so that was nice also. So we did that, and then I realized that all of the things that seemed like they were so far out in the distant future, like I have, well, I don't even know if we should call it my girls group. It used to be a bunco group, but we don't really even play bunco anymore. We play a different game. We do still play a game though, but we're having a favorite things party tomorrow night, and so I had to go grab my favorite things, which we did it for the first time last year, which I didn't do a great job of bringing a gift last year. Like I was like, oh, my favorite thing is taking a bath. So I brought some bath salts and some tea and a teacup, which I mean, that's my favorite thing. But then some of the other people in my group, I think, knew how to do this a bit better, and they brought like beauty products and things like that. So it's like, oh, okay, that's how you play. So this year I am bringing, it's called Pore Professional. I think it's by Benefit. I'm not sure. I meant to grab the box so I could show you, but it's pretty much I call it it's spackle for your pores. So the girl who sold it to me the first time, she's like, oh yeah, do you have this pore minimizer? Like minimizes your pores. And then she looked at me and your wrinkles. I was like, okay, great, thanks. Not very nice, but yes, I will take some. So I like it. I like the way it feels. I like the way it smells. You can sell me any beauty product that smells good. I like that. So that's what I'm bringing for our favorite things party tomorrow night, which seemed like it was so far away, and then I realized it is tomorrow. And then also my company party for the company that I work for is Friday night, and I'm the one who gets to plan all the fun stuff. So I think we're gonna do a Yankee swap. So I have to go buy all the gifts for that. I haven't done that yet either, but I did go get my nails done and my eyebrows done earlier this afternoon, which I was like, oh, I'm gonna go on Facebook with my eyebrows just done. So that's really good too. But it's it's that time of the year where everything that seems so far away is happening just around the corner. So hopefully your Wednesday wasn't too bad. I don't know if everyone's doing the Healthy Tweaks Challenge. Are you drinking your water? I've been experimenting. I don't know the best way to drink water. I don't know if it's because usually I'll fill this up. So it's my Shakeology cup that I've never drank Shakeology out of because I like to drink it out of a different cup with a straw. But I use it because it has the markings on the side. It's got how many ounces are in it, so then I can kind of measure like, oh, I've had this many ounces. So I fill it up. So I didn't know. I've been trying to. Today wasn't very good because in the area where we were waiting, they were like, oh, please don't eat or drink anything because most of the children are fasting, so they can't eat. So it was like, oh, well, I guess I can't. I don't want to have to leave the room to go drink some water. So I just didn't drink as much water as I wanted to. But I've been experimenting with whether I should fill it all the way up, which is 25 ounces, or today or yesterday I started just filling it up 10 ounces to see if, okay, well, maybe if it's a shorter amount, I'll drink it faster. I don't know. I haven't decided. What do you think works better? Drinking it, filling it up and trying to drink the whole thing, or drinking little increments and keep filling it up? I don't know. I'm still going to experiment with it and see because I do not drink nearly enough water at all. But all right, so I am going to go ahead and start meal planning. And so last week was our first kind of live meal planning. And just in case you didn't join me last week or see last week's recording, I wanted to kind of just tell you why I meal plan on Wednesdays. So why I started meal planning on Wednesdays is because I broke up my meal planning duties. Meal planning can be super overwhelming, and it doesn't have to be if you break it down into smaller steps. So now on Wednesdays, I do my meal planning, which we're about to do right now together. And then on Thursdays, I write the grocery list. And then on Friday, I actually go grocery shopping. So there's three parts that go into the meal planning. So if you try to sit down and do it all at once, it can be kind of overwhelming. But if you break it down, then it makes it a lot easier. And the reason why I do it so early in the week now is because on Friday, I post my meal plan for you so that you can get ideas and see what we're having. So that's kind of the why behind why we do it. And then how I plan all different kinds of ways. So I sometimes use the color coded card. So if I'm following Ultimate Portion Fix or 21 Day Fix with the portion control eating, then I made some little cards. You can get them in the What's Working Here shop. If you go to What's Working Here and then go up to the shop tab, you can purchase the card. So it has, and I brought them out last week, I forgot them this week, but it has on the front what the name of the meal is, the container counts, and if you flip it over, it has the ingredients you need to make the meal. So that makes portion control and planning for the different portion color combos a lot easier. Sometimes I'll pull up old meal plans. So I've been meal planning for literally years. Like the whole time I've been married, I've always printed out pretty much the same menu and hung it on the refrigerator. So I've got years and years and years of meal plans. I've got it probably at least 6 years stored on this computer of meal plans. So I can go back and pull up all my December meal plans and kind of pick from there. And then also you could choose different theme nights. So you could say, okay, on Sundays, we're going to have a casserole. On Monday is pasta night. Tuesday is Mexican night, and we're going to have tacos or enchiladas or something like that. So you can do it like that to kind of make it easier. You can also look at Pinterest. So one of the things that I do find whenever I try to meal plan from Pinterest is I'll forget, like during the week, when you're sitting on the couch relaxing at the end of the evening and you're scrolling through Pinterest and you're like, oh, that looks really good. I'm going to have to make that next week. And then when you go to sit down and make your meal plan, you totally forget. And there's a bunch of other stuff that you've now saved to Pinterest. So I try to write those down during the week. So like last week I made a little collection here of the recipes and different things that I wanted to try. And then another way, and it's the way that we are going to actually meal plan tonight, is by trying to eat what we've got. So before the holidays, you kind of want to clean out your pantry, clean out your fridge, clean out the freezer, make room for all the other goodies that are going to be coming into the house, especially if you're hosting the holiday meal. So I just went through, and earlier today, I wrote down a list of all the things that we have on hand so that I can go through and use them. So we have like apples and sweet potatoes, oatmeal. We've always got pasta and rice, some beef, some broth, some random broth that I brought too much of apparently. In the freezer, we've got some tilapia, lots of bagels, some ground turkey. We have leftover turkey from Thanksgiving, and that's where I need your help because I was asking my husband this too. I was like, hey, I want to use up that leftover turkey that we have from Thanksgiving, but I don't know what to do with it. So we might be looking on Pinterest in a little bit, or I'll be looking for your answers to help me out and figure out what I should make with my leftover Thanksgiving turkey that is frozen now. He suggested, what did he tell me? He's like, oh, you can make a turkey chili. I'm like, I don't think that's how it works. It's like, I think turkey chili is made with like ground turkey. So I don't know. We'll see. And then I also have chicken breast. So what happens usually when meat ends up in my freezer is I don't cook one of the meals on my menu. So either something happens, we end up, one of the meals I made maybe had a lot of leftovers, and so we just ate that and I didn't make a meal, or we ended up not wanting whatever was on the menu. The thing that I hardly ever make is the fish. I don't know why. It's so good when I make it too, but for some reason the thought of eating the fish, I'm always like, ugh, I don't want to eat the fish. But so that meal usually kind of gets left in the freezer and we don't eat it. So it seems like I've got ground turkey, the leftover turkey from Thanksgiving, and then chicken breast. And then I do have some fish in there that I haven't eaten either. So those things kind of get left in there. And it's always good to go back because stuff in the freezer doesn't last forever. So you want to go ahead and make sure and go through your freezer at least once a quarter and kind of clean out and see what's there. So that is how we are going to meal plan tonight. So the first thing I do when I meal plan, I actually went over to my website, and let me go ahead and share my screen with you. And okay, so Kristen says, I'm looking over here at the comments too. Kristen says that smaller amounts and fill it more and chug the last bit. Yes, yes, Kristen, I do find myself, I'm like, oh, there's just a couple ounces left. I'm going to go ahead and chug it. So I'm going to try my experiment again tomorrow and see if it helps me get more in. Okay, so the first thing I do is I go in and I give my menu dates. And so I pulled this menu up, actually went to my website, pulled up last week's menu. And so this week we are starting on Sunday the 15th. So I will go ahead and write in those dates. And 16th, 17th. That's the 18th. So today we had the eye surgery. So see, I brought my trail mix and I did bring it. And then I did eat it as soon as we got in the car because I was starving. Okay. 19th. 20th. And 21st. Okay. So then I'm going to go and check the calendar and see, is there anything going on that I need to know about? So my son has his Christmas party, but that doesn't really affect meals. Barblend comes out. It's open for everyone to purchase on Monday. And I did go ahead and purchase it. I've only done one Barblend so far. Blake has a follow-up appointment. We'll be live again next week. But other than that, we don't really have anything going on that I need to plan around. So always make sure and look and see, okay, is there anything that you need to plan around? So since there is not, I'm going to go ahead and just start kind of filling in things. So this first thing here, the breakfast cauliflower and veggie scramble, that was something that someone in the group had suggested. Stacy suggested having that, and she kind of told me how. And we had it this weekend, and it was so good. And it also made great leftovers for meal prep. So I just made a big batch of it, and then I put some in containers, and then we had it throughout the week. So that was nice. Okay. But for breakfast, I think I'm probably going to do some pancakes because we haven't had any in a while. Pancakes, and I like to do turkey bacon with my pancakes. Okay, and then I'll leave my Shakeology as a snack. Okay, so I've got these mandarin oranges. So I'm going to mark those off because I'm going to make the Chinese chicken salad that uses the mandarin oranges. Chinese chicken salad. I wonder if I can make that with turkey. Huh. I think I have some rotisserie chicken. Okay, and I'll use the rotisserie chicken. I think I have shredded. I'm writing down shredded chicken. So what happens to me too is, so when I went through my pantry and the freezer and kind of just looking around at things, is I'll look at things and I'll go, oh, you know what I can make with that? I can make this, or I can make that. So that is helpful too. Okay. So I'm going to have the Chinese chicken salad. We have lots of apples. So I'm going to do an apple with some sun butter. Apple, or you could do peanut butter, either way. But I discovered sun butter through my elimination diet, and it was delightful. Okay. And then really on Sunday, we usually do have some kind of like a more casserole or sit down. So let's see. Okay, let's Google. Does anybody please help me? We're going to Pinterest now. I told my husband earlier. So Pinterest considers itself a search engine, which is true. So kind of like Google. But it made me laugh because I told my husband, it's like, I'm going to Google it on Pinterest. I don't know if that's a thing that people want to hear, that you're going to Google something on Pinterest. But okay, so I'm opening Pinterest and hopefully the internet will work with me. Awesome. Or it won't. Okay. We'll let Pinterest have some time and we'll come back to that because I'm going to look up some things to make with that turkey. All right. So I'm going to keep having the Shakeology for breakfast. Sometimes, though, I've been really cold in the morning when it's been cold here. So it was 80 degrees one day and the next day it was in the 50s. Go figure. So it's very confusing on how to dress around here and what to eat. So sometimes I'll flip-flop and have something warm like oatmeal in the morning and then have my Shakeology because I don't like to have Shakeology when I'm cold. All right, so for my snack here, since we have oatmeal, I'm going to do the apple. I'm going to do some apple cinnamon oatmeal. And all I really do is I cut a small little apple into some oatmeal. I put some honey in it and then some cinnamon. Melanie says she thinks it'll be easier to come on to my house and eat. You will get to this level. Okay, just been doing this for a long time. Okay, so I'm gonna alternate that with, so again, like I said, so I'm just picking one snack for even days and one snack for odd days for the morning. So this apple cinnamon oatmeal is gonna go on Monday. I'm gonna put it on Wednesday and Friday. Okay, and then I'm going to go back and change my mind from these pancakes. So I remembered I have these sweet potatoes, and I've had them for a little bit and I don't want them to go bad. So there is a sweet potato, look at me learn how to spell potato. A sweet potato scramble that is really, really good. And you just mix up your sweet potatoes with some kale and I don't remember what else it had. I'm going to have to look, but it's from the Elimination Diet Meal Plan. And that one's really good. So I'll leave that there too. Okay. And then let's see if Pinterest is happy yet. It is not. Oh, maybe it is. It just looks weird. Go to the regular searchy thing. Profile. Okay, and now we are going to search for, what do we search for? Leftover turkey recipes. And I bet there will be some good ones. Let's see. Turkey cranberry sliders. These look good, but I feel like, oh, this looks good. What is this? Turkey mushroom cranberry risotto. Yes, please. Okay, that's the winner. Let's see how hard it is to make, though. Let's see if there's actually a recipe. Sometimes I've noticed on Pinterest there'll be a beautiful picture and you'll be like, oh yes, I definitely want that. And then you'll click it and it won't go anywhere. So make sure it always goes somewhere. Okay, yes. Oh, and it's also freezable. Okay, let's see how complicated it is to make. So always whenever, especially a new recipe, look at what the recipe asks you to do. So Fixate, I love the Fixate cookbooks. I love the Fixate recipes, but some of them are very complicated, or some of them expect you to already have half of it made, and it'll be like, oh, this takes 10 minutes to make, and then you'll be like, oh, I was supposed to already have cooked chicken and a whole other thing put together. So, all right. Get to, okay. So, prep time, 45 minutes for cook time, that's fine. Okay, yes, I'm going for this. You'll have to subscribe to the newsletter. I'll tell you how it goes. Okay, so what was this called? Turkey mushroom cranberry risotto. That just sounds fancy. That sounds like a good Sunday dinner. Okay, we'll format later. Turkey. I lost it already. I don't have any short-term memory. And I lost the mouse. Come back, mouse. Turkey. I don't know how to spell risotto. Okay, so I gotta have the mouse back. Come back over here, mouse. Sorry, I'm using there we go. I'm using a monitor and my screen. Okay, let's see, did I call it right? Turkey mushroom cranberry risotto. 2 T's in risotto. Turkey cranberry mushroom risotto. Okay, and then we're gonna copy that, and I'll put the link in it too. If you decide that you want to try it as well, they'll have a link on the menu so you can click and try out this turkey risotto. Okay, perfect. So we found something to do with our turkey. All right, so we've done Sunday's done, and we can also alternate the snack for the afternoon. So I'm going to put that on Sunday, Tuesday. Then that won't overlap. We won't have apples twice because we'll have apples for breakfast on Monday and then on our snack in the afternoon on Tuesday. Okay, and then Thursday, and then Saturday. Okay, so now Sunday's done. Monday is done up to lunch because we carried that over. Okay, so snack, pears and pecans. This is my favorite winter snack. I think so. So I've got pears. Yep, I do have some pears and I have some peaches left over. And I just get chopped pecans and pears and I put them in a little bowl and I drizzle a little bit of honey and cinnamon and put it in the microwave for 30 seconds and it smells heavenly and it tastes yummy and it's warm. All right, so I'm going to do the pears and pecans, and I've also done it with peaches and blueberries. So, and it ends up tasting like a cobbler. So let's go ahead and alternate that. It should already be alternated. Okay, so I'm going to alternate between pears and peaches because I also have peaches. I also have peaches in my pantry. Wednesday. Okay, and that's already there. Okay, so now we need a meal for Monday night. Okay, so what do we have? You know what? Let's put the fish at the beginning. Okay, so I have tilapia. I've got cheese in the fridge, and then I've got a bunch of tortillas in the freezer, like corn tortillas. So we will have tilapia tostadas. Am I spelling that right? Tostadas. Very easy to make. You heat up the tortilla, a corn tortilla. I sprinkle a little chili powder on it. I think I might put a little olive oil on it or some cooking spray. Put it in the oven, let it kind of crisp up, and then smear some avocado on it. And then cook your tilapia. Put your tilapia on top. You can add cheese, salsa, cilantro. Very good, very easy, and it's yummy. And my son even eats it, so. All right, so then we're gonna pop that into, I don't think I have a recipe for it yet, but if I do, I will share it with a link. All right, so that is done. We already have our breakfast. No, we don't. Okay, our breakfast snack. What else do we have? We've got pumpkin. We've got a bunch of coconut milk. Oh, we've got bagels. I had a bunch, so I've done if you haven't followed along, and I haven't given you a review yet of it, but I did the elimination diet, and I've done the elimination, I did the Everlywell blood testing for food sensitivity test. And I did realize that like wheat and gluten and things like that do affect my body. I'm not like celiac or anything like that. I can still have it, but it affects my body. And so last week there was a lot of pasta on the menu, and I can tell a difference. So this week I want to kind of get away from that. Let's see. Oh, okay. I'm getting some suggestions. Kristen says you can make a gumbo with the leftover turkey. Ooh, that sounds good. You know what? I have lots of leftover turkey. I don't know why, but my brother-in-law was like, we need to cook 2 turkeys this year. And we did. And then everybody went home with leftovers, and we still have a lot of leftovers. So maybe I'll do that. Okay, I like that idea. All right, so we'll do the turkey there. And then how about we do I like this turkey and soup. So like a chicken and sausage gumbo, but with turkey. I like it. Turkey and sausage gumbo. And I'll find some sort of recipe for that. But I won't make you look at it now. Okay, and then we're going to pop that over here. Paste. And that would be even better if this is something that I can do in a crock pot, because my son's school party is that day. I guess I can put it there. Holiday school party. Okay, so do I want apple cinnamon oatmeal every day? I think I might. I'm just going to leave it there. That's what's happening. Okay, and then we've already done the afternoon snack. Okay. The turkey sausage gumbo. Okay, see, tilapia was on the menu last week or this week. Today's Wednesday. We did not eat it. We had plenty of leftovers from everything else, so that's what we ate tonight. And tomorrow night, we'll have more leftovers, or we'll eat cereal. It doesn't matter. I'm going out. Just kidding. No, I care and make sure that my husband and child have food. They're fine. Okay, so Wednesday, so we've got, oh, there was something else I know I wanted to make. All right, so we did that and that. I like to try also to make, like, one night I'll make a beef dish, and then one night I'll make a fish dish, and then one night it'll be like a poultry dish, and then the last night can be kind of whatever. So that's what I was kind of looking to see. I don't want to have too much fish or too much turkey. So if we're doing the turkey here and then fish and then the turkey, but then the sausage kind of gets it mixed up. And then on Wednesday, have I done is there any beef yet? I don't have any beef left over. I do have turkey. What do we think? Yes, Stephanie says she repeats too. She does that to save time and money. Yeah, it does save money, because then you don't have a bunch of snacks sitting around that no one's eating. Okay, so I need to come up with one more meal. Let's see. I used the chicken breast. I haven't used the chicken breast yet, but I did use the turkey. I've got a ground turkey and chicken breast. What was I going to use this for? Let's pop back over to Pinterest to help us think. Okay. We are going to search for turkey sloppy joes comes to mind, but my son doesn't like those for some reason. You would think that would be a good kid meal, but he doesn't like those. So, ooh, I like a good stroganoff. Mongolian turkey and rice. Interesting. Oh, I do have a turkey meatloaf. We could do the meatloaf. We like the meatloaf. Okay, that's it, meatloaf. And I have my own. Okay, so turkey meatloaf, and that will use up the ground turkey. Okay, turkey meatloaf, and I serve that with a baked potato. Why can't I spell potato? And we usually have it with green beans. Green beans. Okay, copy and paste. And then on Thursday is leftovers, or we fend for ourselves. Friday, okay, I already have the Chinese chicken salad. I obviously didn't eat it. Okay, so for lunch, I can make a bagel sandwich. So I've got bagels. And I do have some lunch meat in the fridge. And then we've got pears and pecans. We go out. Okay. I'll make my pancakes on Saturday. Pancakes and turkey bacon. Does anyone else use turkey bacon? We use it so much I don't even use regular bacon anymore. Okay, and a bagel sandwich. And so I usually cook, so it looks like I cook on Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So I cook 4 days out of the week. Thursday, we have leftovers, and then Friday we eat out. Not always. Last Friday, my son ended up having some friends over, and I don't think I had made the meal that I was supposed to make on Wednesday, the chicken Alfredo. So I made it on that Friday and ended up feeding all of his friends. So that was fun, and they all really liked it, and it went over really well. And but sometimes we'll go out, we'll order pizza, whatever, on Friday. And then on Saturday, we usually eat out as well. And it just kind of depends. So the menu is really just there to kind of help guide you and make sure, for me, it's to make sure I have enough food in the house. Do I have enough food in the house for the week to get by? Because I don't like going to the grocery store multiple times during the week. That is no fun, and nobody has time for that. So I will format this menu up, put some links in so that you can try the recipes too, and get that posted on Friday for you. But I appreciate everybody's help in helping me with your ideas for what we should be using that turkey for. And hope you guys are drinking your water and doing all of that good stuff and keeping up, and hope that you are enjoying the challenge. But thanks for joining me for meal planning. This one was a little bit harder because we had to go on Pinterest and search for some things. And like I said, the whole reason why I started the group is because I do want a place for us to all be able to kind of share ideas. You get so much more out of being in a group and sharing ideas. Trying to do it all on your own is just, it's too hard, it's too difficult, and you're never going to come up with all the great ideas that you do when you're in a group and sharing different things. And then it's also a place to share, like if you're struggling with something, or if you have questions about something, feel free to pop in the group. Or if you tried a really good recipe, feel free to pop in and say, oh my gosh, I just tried this, it was so good. Here's a link to the recipe. It can be your recipe, it can be a recipe from another website. The more we share, the more everybody gets out of the group. So I definitely want everybody sharing and to see kind of what you're having this week. And if you try something good, make sure you share it. But if you have any questions, feel free to always ask. And I look forward to talking with you again next Wednesday.